Hello, friends. Jerry, do you see what I'm seeing? Which is a healthy chat.
Oh yeah, it's jumping in there.
I see that.
It's a chat that no doubt will be very interested to hear me read out the things that Alyssa sent me in an email
that need to be read currently.
But it's vitally important because if you're here for those drops, I am in a position to reveal all. So there's a couple different goodies you can get during the stream. So let's go into that a little bit. So you might have seen the riddle that we shared before Acquisitions Incorporated live at PAX East. Remember PAX East?
Remember that long time ago where people were allowed to gather?
Yeah. So at PAX East, on one of the D20 slides that we do ahead of it, there was a riddle in there. Now, do you have the riddle?
Yes, I have it displayed right now, actively.
Perfect. Exquisite. Now, solving the riddle will generate a 12-letter answer in the in-game shop. So you basically use that answer as a key. Yeah, as a code for that. And that gives you the Green Flame click damage skin in Idle Champs. And so that's up there right now. And no one is sad. You know, if you discover it, if you figure it out, and you put it in the chat, no one's mad.
That's that click damage, right? That's what you get?
Yeah, exactly. But also...
I'm going to show a picture of that. Check that out.
The click damage looks baller, first of all. I think that it's actually pretty sweet. So it's something that you might want. And luckily, it's very, very easy to get. My strong suspicion is that everyone in here will be able to fish it out. Even if they don't discover it, they should be able to extract it.
I think it might not be the best kept secret in chat if we do figure that one out.
Well, the main thing for me is that everybody should know.
And then we will also be doing the Green Flame gym skin. Is that correct?
Oh, nothing. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not even done with these announcements, son.
Oh, man.
So after that, so you want that, and you want to get all the different things because then you get something else. So we're playing Idle Champions today. Obviously, we're going to talk about different team compositions, stuff like that. Before Dave and I have run this stream before, we've had a good time. But you will have an opportunity during this very show. We're running from now until 5 to unlock the Green Flame gym skin and the champion if you don't already have him.
It's a second opportunity to grab Jim. I didn't realize
exactly
that for the people that did miss that.
Jim, yeah, because you see Jim in a lot of comps for a reason. And during the stream, we also give away premium content for the game as Twitch drops throughout the next 2 hours, with the final Twitch drop being Green Flame Jim as a champion skin for Jim Dark Magic. So if you have the Green Flame click damage and Green Flame Jim, this automatically unlocks the exclusive Green Flame Mage Hand Familiar skin.
Which I just displayed on screen.
Exactly. So that's a new one that is available for you, and you can has
easily.
But there's all kinds of. But I actually have a list here. It's sort of like it's like a loot table in Diablo or something like that, for real. Like in the drop rewards, there's a bird song and outfit drop. With a cool Curse of Strahd D&D skin for Birdsong. Vajra. The chest contains loot items, so it's a Vajra patron chest. And then there's a Mert patron chest. And then, of course, there's the Green Flame Gem skin. So it is a mega delight that they were able to activate all this stuff for us so that we can give it away. I mean, think about it like this, Dwab.
Yeah.
In our benighted past, we used to just
I don't know what that word means.
In our dark past, our
That's a
unlettered
synonym for
past.
everything you see. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. Imagine the dark. But
yeah.
Imagine those evil times where we would just sit in the studio and people would have to type things in. They would have to figure out certain stuff. With the drop thing, they just get shit.
Yeah, it was too much work before.
I feel like there has to be something we can say to shame a generation for this. Like, I don't...
A whole generation?
I don't know whose fault it is.
Do they deserve it?
Probably. Probably. I have a 14-year-old, and I'm prepared to blame a lot on him.
I'm also prepared to blame a lot on him.
Wow.
It's your fault, honestly.
Wow.
I'm gonna go ahead and start a new adventure because it's been a second.
No, for sure. And so it's like I know that you still play it because I can see it on your, I can see it on
You
your
can see it running.
login info.
It's been
You're
a minute.
working.
It's honestly, it's been a bit. You can only
See
feel
a lot
two
of
champs
Moo.
at a
I'll tell
time.
you who
That
I
sucks.
see. I see Moo.
Oh, Moo's destroying this game actively. I look up to Moo now at this point.
Moo
Before
stays.
we were just in it for the hot tips and sharing, and now it's just like, well, I'm just gonna see what you're doing and do that from now on.
Moo stays grinding for sure.
Exactly. I'm gonna just throw a base level of champs out there right now, and
Oh, but hang on. Takun is out there dishing the code up direct
secretly.
For the green flame. Yeah, exactly. It's all under wraps. You'll never figure out what it is.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna let these friends populate a little bit. It's in chat. It's been a while since I've been playing in a serious manner. So when it comes down to it, you're gonna help me figure out the best way to align our friends here to get maximum benefit. I think the only stipulation I'm gonna keep on today's stream is we got to keep Jim in there for obvious reasons, right?
Yeah, we wanna flex our gym for sure, but we're not gonna suffer as a result.
Nah, not at all.
Like I say, Jim gets work for sure.
And already, just like that, it is 310, which, you know what that means? It's actually, I think it's birdsong time, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Basically 310. That's when the bird song and outfit drop.
So let's get that drop going live. People can claim if they have their accounts attached through the application on Twitch.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's in the settings menu of the game. That's where you do all of your Lincolns. Oh yeah, and of course, Penumbran. We've got Gara in the chat.
Oh,
we know we got facts.
Yeah, bow down and bless Gara.
But yeah, we have lots and lots of saved formations. Believe it. We ran a weekly idle stream for a while. It was a blast.
Sometimes it just gets dark. Sometimes it just gets dark. There it goes.
You mean in general, or
yeah,
like in the game?
That's a societal commentary.
Yeah. Dude, you're coming in with those hard lessons, Dabe.
Yep.
You've changed.
You know, out here in the wastelands.
What, of Greenwood?
Maybe adjacent. All right, where are my familiars at? I'm trying to get them out front.
Dude, you have got to love the green flame mage hand though.
Oh, it's very good.
I would say in general the art on that. I would say in general the art on this game has been going in a good direction.
Oh, for sure. All right. I think we're
Fox,
okay. We got some
Fox,
friends out front.
On the stream, obviously, you know, we've done it either way, but on the stream we tend to use the console or basically the gamepad interface for playing.
Yes, and apologies if I am slow
it works
there.
on both.
Apologies if I am slow, but yes, just plug a Xbox or a PlayStation controller into your PC, and there's a little checkbox for boot in the gamepad UI, and you get to see all the cool art. I don't think otherwise you can have access to like this full like portrait style art, which I think is pretty
and
cool.
that head, like the front facing piece, like it's for this zone.
Yeah.
And somebody out there asked, "Oh, Margaret, it's so good," and I think that it has only gotten cooler as it's gone on.
Oh yeah, no, I love like down here at the very bottom. If you notice, you can see like the half faces kind of overlapping.
No.
Yeah, we're looking at like Melf and R.
Yeah, it looks like a band photo.
It does. You know, it does.
And
I bet you could arrange your favorite 4 champs in a Queen parody.
Yeah, exactly.
And people would buy that T-shirt for sure.
No, it's true. But in terms of champs that I like to see out there. Obviously, our girl Walnut.
That nut.
Because you really can't lose, but as a tank, when you get the woof.
You know what? We are missing our friend here, Cathris, and I think it's time to get Cathris in.
No, I put a little Cathris in the last C team game.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, they have a version of Cathris. So because it's the C team, of course.
Yeah. You can end the sentence there.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's thanks chat. We'll see you later. No, because it's the C team. There's a lot of stuff like from when I was playing in high school, like with my friends, like old school D&D stuff. I mean, I'm surrounded by it here in my office at home, but I have all my old Planescape stuff that we used to play, and so I'm always trying to tuck really, really old D&D stuff into the campaign, just because we have some new players, and I think they deserve to see it. Like I want
them
to know that.
They should be aware of, right?
Exactly right. I want them to know that that's their inheritance too. And so there's a lot of really weird stuff in there, and one of them is called a moño, which is like it's like a sort of semi-sentient piece of mathematics.
Yeah, you made that.
Which is the most Chris Straub shit there is. And so I put one into the game that became obsessed with Cathris to the point where it wanted to calculate and simulate Cathris. It's basically like if math could be a fan of you, like how would it try to show that? And the best thing it can think of is to try to simulate you, absolutely. But it simulated him so well, you can actually have a conversation with Cathris through this creature.
That's pretty wild. A lot of people in chat trying to ask how they can claim the drop once they've connected their account. And I believe that is the claim button at the very top of chat. But I believe people in chat also might be able to help each other out because I'm paying attention to quite a few things right now.
Oh, restarting it works, says Fudge. And Epic Gizmo here, dishing up the Green Flame click damage skin, which you definitely want, and all you have to do is type that in.
And then, yeah, once you get the gym and the Green Flame click damage, then you do get the Mage Hand skin too, which is great. And I do love that they're putting alternative skins for the familiars as well. That's very cool.
It's very cute.
All right, chat, and Jerry, you might have to help filter this for me.
Yeah.
Let's start trying to make a good formation so the people that just tuned in randomly don't get too upset at my dog shit that I have going up.
Oh no, it's true. So we have some friends that we have spent time with on the chat.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's
over periods of months for sure.
Garrett has his own stream at this point, but we know him as just effectively the real focus of tuning into our streams earlier. You know what I mean? Just he was our unsung third.
No, it's true. Hikwen, it's a skin for the Mage Hand familiar.
Yeah, you can see it up top. Oh, actually, right now you can't.
Jinjink is dishing up the science. Once you claim the Twitch drop, give the game 5 to 10 minutes and then restart it, and the prize is available in game. Sorry for caps, but that's Jinjink. We need the info out there.
No, it's good. When you select the familiar itself, you should have an arrow, much like a skin, that you could click on to cycle through the alternative looks. So once both are in there, then you're good. Got the bird song. You're welcome for the drop. Enjoy.
Oh, for sure. And Birdsong is only the start. My schedule here, 310, we got Birdsong. 340, we got the Vajra chest drop.
Yep.
All kinds of delights throughout the entire stream, all the way out to the end when the Green Flame Gym skin drops.
Yeah.
Escanaba, this is actually the sort of UI skin that you see here. This is just the gamepad skin. It's a really, really surprising. Like, it changes, it makes it look like a completely different game, frankly. Right?
Oh, yeah, totally. Our stream will be going until 5, and if you do get the Birdsong skin, it comes with the chimp. So it just works out. So yeah, we got an hour and 40 minutes more of this stream with quite a few drops happening every couple cadences, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that Codename really wants to figure out. They want to figure out this drop business.
Oh, it's definitely
And
great.
so,
It's
oh
great
yeah,
for this game.
sure. It's perfect for this game.
Yeah.
Frankly, well, because the issue right now is that you have like people running VODs with drops, right?
Really?
It's like, oh yeah. I mean, not for this, but for other games. And
Yeah.
it's like this game and drops actually makes perfect sense, I think. Yeah. So linking your account in game, which you do inside the game itself, that's where you gain access to the claim bouton.
Where does Dadius live?
Dune Tiger, you used to
not under here.
you used to make strips for the bench. I was actually just thinking about the bench today.
I was a big fan of the bench when it was happening.
Oh man,
that
we
was
actually had
pre-Photoshop for me
tool.
though, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, and you always knew who had the advanced tools,
Crawl.
right?
Yeah. You
But
can
no,
tell who is in MS Paint, who's in Photoshop.
So do you know the mechanism that that we use to authorize the strips? I mean, do you know the back end part of it at all?
Do I know the original?
Yeah,
No.
it's just me. I
It's
had
just
a
you.
list. I just had like this page where I would authorize or remove people's submissions. So I was the algorithm basically.
Yeah.
And then I'd choose ones that I thought were especially cool. But of course, the whole week was available on there.
Yeah. So zero
And-
automation is what I'm hearing.
Exactly. Unless me doing all the work is automation, then yes. And the other thing that I thought was funny is that sometimes people would just upload pornography instead of a bench strip. And so, I mean, I could have approved it, I guess.
Did you ever get a combination of the two?
No. It's one graphic per submission.
That's great. Chat, if I'm going crawl, which I don't know, let's close that and figure that out in a second. Chat, if I'm going crawl, I don't even know the best specialization to choose.
Yeah, Austin Powers 507 says, Jerry, how much longer must we suffer till we get Omen in the game? All I can say is watch this space.
Plague Pain. Take it.
But certainly on this stream, we have had more than one really robust conversation about what sorts of things Omen would do, or like what he should mean inside this game. But we've had all kinds of conversations during these streams about what we think they should do. I mean, I'm ready for Battle Royale. It's time.
Oh yeah, no, we were talking about that.
We want Battle Royale. We want the Battle Chess. Remember Battle Chess? Remember when everybody thought that was the thing?
Hey, I loved Battle Chess. That was a reason for me to turn on the PC as a youngster. And I couldn't play chess, but I did like watching the rook animate because he's that walking building. Very powerful.
What type of machine were you playing it on?
No idea. That was before I had an understanding.
This was Commodore. I was playing it on the Commodore 64.
It was not a Commodore.
And you just had to go and go and go.
My dad had it built a DOS box, and all I knew that it played video games. Played a lot of Mars. I think we talked about this last time. Original Dukes. Battle Chess 4000. Do you ever do One Must Fall? Did that ever hit you anywhere?
Oh, yeah.
That was like the shareware game of,
oh my God, are you kidding?
My family and friends. One Must Fall.
One must fucking fall.
Shouts out to One Must Fall.
Gosh.
Right? It gives you a good warm nostalgia wave, I think.
It was I can feel it in my skin.
Good. That's what we're after. We're after a deep subdermal feeling.
Man, yeah, exactly. The dermith. Gotta get that dermith.
Did anyone actually buy it? I don't think so. I think I talked about buying that game a lot, and I liked looking at the various other bots.
Oh my gosh, but it was so fucking kick-ass.
That was a game that kind of based its speed based off your clock speed. So as soon as faster CPUs came out, it ran at like 30x, and it was a bad experience.
Dude, so let's just go into it. So you know the Omegathon.
Okay. Yeah.
What about One Must Fall shareware? in the Omegathon.
I would absolutely love it. I don't.
All right,
I think we're
that.
spoiling it right now, and that's fine.
Yeah. So get a load of this. This is the other one that I'm going to push on Ryan next time I see him in the real world, which might never happen. I think what would be an amazing game at Unplugged would be Simon.
Holy shit! Can you imagine?
It's kind of next
tension
fucking level. Can you imagine?
Oh my god!
And then it's just like
you did it. You've done that before. I think you've practiced that one before the stream because you hit
it. You know, I don't fuck
you
with
hit those right, and you did the unsettling amount, which was around the 17, where you're like, shit, I can't remember that cadence anymore.
And then there's too many individual notes. No, it's crazy, baby. And you know what I'm gonna do? Here, I gotta gain access to the web. Hang on. I'm gonna log in. Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Log into the web.
Thanks, man.
All right. The timer on this birdsong drop is looking like it's gonna expire soon, so I'm gonna hide that transition. I think that it is people that have seen it. You can see our mage hand actually I think up top.
Yeah. Oh, what a handsome I'm just now looking at the screen, like the actual stream.
Yeah.
What a handsome little window they made for us up here. Is this your work?
The upper right, yeah.
So good.
Using their UI elements. Shouts out to the CNE team.
But there is a reason that I am in this window. A delightful reason.
William Moore, you did not miss the mage hand drop quite yet.
No, mage hand skin drop is easy peasy.
I believe if you try to claim birdsong, I think right now is your last chance, and the timer is no longer on my UI, so I think that might have been the time limit for the birdsong drop. But don't worry, we have one coming up in about 15 for the next drop. It's okay.
There we go. And obviously, we've been given a heap of goodies from Codename. We got the drops. Did you know that there's like 8,000 people watching this stream tape?
No, I had no idea. And that's actually, you should have hidden that information from me.
But
I wouldn't prefer to have that, no.
Exactly. But I wanted to celebrate.
Oh, wow. I just see you blasting gifts.
Yeah. I wanted to celebrate all these cool new friends.
That's a lot of new friends. And they all have gifts. All I did was turn to the right, and my chat window was entirely gifts.
Yeah, but I just wanted to make sure they felt
casual celebration,
the appropriate level of joy out there. Now, were we able to harangue Gara into giving us some stats?
The thing is if Gara is in chat, there's no way I'm seeing it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I think I might need you to keep your eyes peeped for incredible
data.
Yeah, I'm gonna need formation tips here because, I can't say that this is optimized in any way.
No, but dude, how fly is this goth ass turtle?
Kroll. Yeah,
what a delight.
He has feelings about very particular typo negative albums and in the power rankings of each.
Man, there is no way to explain to you fully how important typo is to me. Have we never discussed this?
We've never had this discussion, honestly. I just pulled a random goth ass band.
Did you hear how I refer to it as simply type O?
Okay, so that tells there's a history there. Gara, where are you?
Part of it.
Gara, DM me.
Yeah. Give us the stats.
Krull is severely underrated MVP. I'm hearing that a lot, and a lot of formations when I glanced at the subreddit recently was just like Krull. And it was interesting because when he came out, I was like, I don't really see myself slotting him in, but there's been so many reworks that I don't quite understand everything. So let's try to optimize chat, and God, I hope I have you on Discord somewhere because that would be great, Gara. Krampus Krull is the best skin. Do I have that enabled on my account?
It's pretty dope.
Do I have? Sure. I don't think I don't have.
I'm just saying that,
that's sad.
But chat, you got to look at the close up here. Get back on that.
You're saying
you got to look at the close up on this turtle. because that's when you can see all the
All the
ancient
runes?
sigils and the hieroglyphics. Hell yeah. And it's all down to those chin whisker claw things. That's what moves it.
That's what confirms that he's definitely a part of a new metal band.
Yeah.
Do you know what's going on with the belt? I see potions.
Oh yeah, he's got potions galore. He's mixing it up down there. He's got something working down south.
That's what I look for in my giant turtles.
A
Turtles
Masked Lord Omen is Type O Brahe.
Ooh, that's good
So
too.
smooth.
So what did you just gift to chat when you dropped a whole bunch of stuff there?
Just mega subs.
Just a bunch of subs.
Yeah.
Those are new friends then.
No,
by
for
definition.
sure. It was just so cool. Like I was just having fun with my friend Dave, and then I saw that there was like serious shit going on.
It's better if I don't look.
No, you don't need to. I'll handle that.
Hey, thanks.
Those vials are his plagues. Gara says check your Twitter DMs.
Ah, shit. That's how we're doing it?
For the serious science.
All right, let's do this. And I know I can trust this 100%. Okay, no, we're getting Discord, so we can do that.
Yeah. Fuck you, crocodile. Fuck out of here.
Jerry, I know that right before we started playing this video game, and I'm going to have you talk about this while I'm talking to Gare about my formation here. You were DMing.
I was.
Can you tell me about that?
I can tell you about that at length. I run a game for my daughter and her friends on FaceTime called it's 4:00, so we're supposed to display the riddle loop. I guess
it's not 4. It's not 4. It's 3:30.
Why is my alarm telling me it's 4?
You're traveling through time right now.
Clearly. Anyway,
back off.
No. So basically, my daughter, her fascinations. So now that she's 10, she considers Harry Potter a little babyish, which
okay.
I think is pretty interesting because most of the people that I know who are really into that shit are grown-ups.
Yeah.
So if a 10-year-old thinks you're a tryhard for liking Harry Potter, it's kind of a fucking wild ride. But in any event, I run a game for her and her friends called Perilous. The subtitle of which is the Adventuring School for Girls, and now also boys.
Okay.
So, if you run a D&D game for 10-year-old girls, you are in for a fucking treat, because the only challenge that you have with kids that age is that they want to play D&D too much. They want to play so much D&D. They want to do the same scene over and over.
Really? They just want to do alternative takes.
Exactly. They want to do it, and then they want to go back and be like, no, what if this happened? And once I let that happen for about 45 minutes, just to see if there was an upper bound on it.
Yeah.
There's no upper bound.
So
always a cooler way they could have done it.
Are these kind of are they figuring out the best route that's best for everyone, or it's like, now this is my version, now let's do your version, let's see where you're the hero?
It really depends. There's very, very different. I've never seen this particular player at a D&D table. You have players that really, really, really want their character to be the coolest, and you have characters, and you have people who really, really want the whole party to have a good scene. Like for them, a great scene is one in which there's no wallflowers and everybody joins in.
Okay.
But the dynamics of that 10-year-old girl table is incredible. I've just never seen anything like it. And so Perilous is a adventuring school, much like Hogwarts, except it has the courses are all the different things that you would do in adventuring. So you have there's some overlap, but some of the stuff they're trying to do, or some of the stuff they're trying to teach you, is different. And so there's a new headmaster this year. Bad news. The previous headmaster has disappeared under mysterious circumstances. She has taken over the school, and her twin children,
oh dear,
Deirdre and Dietrich Ambrosia,
okay,
have.
A lot of
They're
syllables.
basically, it's like she's running a school with an iron fist, and her children are monsters. And so it's basically, how do you navigate this really, really fraught, complex social space while also getting good grades? So
I feel like that's always an expansion game on top of other games, is like the school.
yeah, that it's a keyword, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, did you
Unless your
see
game's bully.
Exactly. Have you seen Kiko? Kiko is way into Magic the Gathering Arena now.
I did see that.
All they had
He
to do
told
was
me.
add Godzilla, and now he's in.
I didn't see that. He did tell me suddenly, hey, I think I'm going to get into MTG Arena. And I was like, I've been playing Runeterra. It's a pretty good game. You want to? No.
Yeah.
No dice.
So Shadow Dragon wants us to redo the Birdsong drop, but we don't have these buttons.
Oh, man, I don't have the button to do that.
Oh, I wish that we did have those buttons.
It's
but
possible that if you ask hard enough, I don't know the answer to that. That might not be the case at all. It might be pre-programmed in.
Exactly, but our cruel paymasters at Codename Entertainment, I mean, who knows if their hearts might be softened by this request? We'll see.
I imagine you could chip away at it. That boy's name was Terminator, and I appreciate that. Give them the button.
Thank you, Jack Lemmon. That's exactly right.
Gym skin coming soon, but not yet. So don't worry. You didn't miss that drop quite yet.
No. But fear not, chat. At 340, okay, at least according to the devious schedule I've been provided, that's the Vajra chest drops at 345. So feast, you lick your chops.
Drink
Get
up.
ready. And don't forget, chat, the schedule that I have for drops basically goes all the way out until 440 or so. And it's nothing but goodies. Different kinds of goodies.
Probably should have taken that other one. I thought we had our friend Dinar in there, but I forgot we replaced him with Large Goth Turtle Man.
Yeah, exactly. The LGTM.
Thank you for being there.
Did Gara dish up some facts?
Yeah. Pretty much, it's the variant that we're experiencing here with these demons that are locked in those areas. Kind of give me not great formation options. So until I hit a wall, I think we're fine. So I'm mostly trying to.
So this is actually kind of a funny. It's a funny configuration because a lot of the value that you can generate from really complex formations is about adjacency. Right, and so if they bust adjacency straight down the middle, you need to be building a different kind of party altogether.
Yeah, so like the ones that go further, like I think Dadius has. Is it Dadius that does the projects everyone in front of him, does more damage and stuff like that. So I think the ones that kind of like create your DPS zone in the center, a sandwich of sorts, is ideal here. I don't think I've set that up entirely at all, but that will be figured out once we get to a wall, or we get this one and restart a different variant and just kind of try to do something that has the full formation unlocked.
Yeah, now we're just trying to chew them. Hey, Tispy wanted to know
thanks, Gare.
When I thought Sea of Thieves is going to hit Steam. All I know is that it's hitting Steam. I'm so pleased that Microsoft is letting these internal studios do these broad releases. Arguably, it started with Minecraft and Ori, but there isn't any reason to lock that stuff down. Sea of Thieves, I think, will be a monster on Steam. It's the sort of game Steam likes, frankly. I'd love to see it in there.
I realized it probably isn't Dadius, it's probably Dadius, because if I recall, this is made by our friend Thaddeus over at Astro. I think
we get it.
One of his characters, so shouts out.
Well, yeah, nothing but shouts out. I got Astro on my head right now.
True. I have my custom kit up front.
I love this thing. I'm not even making a joke. Sometimes I use the blue mic, and the truth is that
I got the matching white set, but I did the green details.
Yeah, but the headset mic on this, most people like as well or better than the blue. So
yeah, I have a Yeti right here, and
right?
Comparatively, I was just getting like everyone's like, I can hear you so much better if you're using this microphone. So
no, it works.
It does.
Hey Ben, why have we not had another round of Valorant? I've tried to apply every pressure I can as a friend.
You've applied 2 pressures, but it's also during a sweaty time for me,
Oh, for real?
prepping for that secret CPA thing we got going on next.
Oh, deal,
You,
deal,
you
deal.
understand. You understand.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I think that you will be pleased. That's what Wednesday's strip is about. I might actually be kind of good at it. So
Valorant.
it's not. I know it's not like playing another game with me. It'll be like playing a game where I can contribute at all.
Yeah.
Which is a real treat.
What's your do you have a go-to champ?
Oh, my go-to champ is Sage for sure.
Okay.
I always play supports, but if I can contribute on DPS too, with a support champ, I mean, I'm overjoyed.
Yeah. No, I like when you play Sage because then you can res me when I die.
Absolutely.
'Cause
EMW, my suspicion is that Kiko would love to play Warzone on the stream.
Oh, we've done that.
Once we got back in, but I think EMW means like as our Thursday stream.
Oh,
I can see that.
Oh,
I
you
can
definitely
see
got
that
it
happening for sure.
Kiko and I got the bird last Thursday. The very last game of the stream, bird.
No shit.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
It was. I hope it gets clipped for Streamline because I was very proud. We had good comms.
It's just good, man.
Yeah.
It's just good.
Good
Now,
games.
here's a Wolf from PDX. So you might not know about this because you're rocking the CPA shit, and you're living your life. But you need to understand that Mike and I are having some success in Motorsport Manager.
I hear a lot about this, and chat mostly spams me with Chutang and things I don't quite understand. I don't think they're for me. I think it's just Zoomer talk. But it's
no,
for you.
no. I'll tell you why they're applying pressure to you. It's
Oop.
because they want you to help us make merchandise.
I'm gonna interrupt you. I'm so sorry. It's
Yeah.
Twitch shot time.
Oh, it is? What?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
It's
You're
at
talking about
3:40.
the Vajra chest.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Yep. So if
Vajra
you're watching
chest.
right now and you hit that claim button on top of chat and your account is linked, you should be able to get that chest within a little bit. You probably will have to restart the game client, but if you're watching live,
reasonable period of time.
yeah, that's fine. If you're watching
Just
live, you
stay-
might as well get all of them and then
Yeah.
grab them at the end. They're not going to go anywhere. They'll just
Collect
marinate.
all, however many.
Collect all, however many. I love when the box says that on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's typing claim, but I don't think that's how it works. I think there's just a button.
There is a button up at the top when there is a drop, provided you have lived a pure life. I think that's how it is.
Yeah, it's a pure of heart. If you are pure of heart, you will see the button to
Yeah.
claim.
See, Albedo is like, click on the thing. Do not type claim. God.
Well, earlier when the first drop happened, everyone was typing claim, which wasn't doing anything besides pushing all the information down. But that's okay because we're figuring it out together because this is a pretty new feature, yeah?
Oh, it's yeah, absolutely.
brand new.
And this is a pretty wild way to use it. Like other people have used drops
I know,
conceptually, but this is like a bunch of different drops over the course of one stream.
yes, and it's things that are tied directly to the in-game account. The only drop I've ever seen before is like Valorant beta keys being dropped. So, are you aware of any other drops that are happening, or is this kind of one of the first uses
I've
of
seen
it?
a couple. I have seen a couple different ones.
What other
I'm
other
trying to-
types of stuff are
Yeah,
there
I'm trying to
in
think of the
drops?
other ones that I saw. The Valorant is the closest one. Oh no, Tarkov is probably the best example.
Oh yeah, Tarkov. I feel like Warzone could definitely give you like gun skins and stuff like that for
Oh,
showing up,
For sure.
and
if-
especially when it's like, it's gonna get dark, right? There's gonna be some sort of tie where it's like we could make a Penny Arcade M4 skin, which is not our brand, but I'm just saying in general, for a game, and then you could grab that if you watch the Penny Arcade stream. That stuff is kind of cool.
well,
It's possible.
I mean, for my part, I would just love anything that we could do. I mean, these would just be fun projects. I think that design would enjoy it.
Definitely
Being able to do something that was a prize and and felt rewarding, right?
a digital reward.
Well, Dreadwolf, I'm so pleased. I'm glad. You deserve it. Yep, CNA had tested out some of these before, but the main thing for Tarkov is, I mean, that's one of the things that really pushed Tarkov like into the forefront. There was a bunch of big streamers doing it, and the game is so tough. It's the idea that you can get loot and drops for watching the stream. It's like woof.
Yeah. That game it scares me from up
I'm
front.
horrified by it.
I don't think I could do it.
Nope.
The tension is too high.
I have watched maybe 2-3 hours of streams of Tarkov.
Hmm.
I could not tell you what is happening in that game at all. I have no idea.
You gotta live.
I wasn't even mad. I wasn't even mad watching the streams. Nick Ravy, yes, that's true. You do need to follow Timora. You need to have Timora in your heart in order to get the Twitch drops. I'm sorry. It's just how it is.
Unless Anna's on channel, then it's Lithander.
Yeah, exactly. It has been so much fun having Anna on the C team.
On Test C teams.
Oh, man. She's just super cool in general.
How have you found the dynamic has switched since you've had to do Zoom call quarantine mode?
That's not my favorite. I mean, I have a hard time picking up on social cues in the best of times, and so, like, having all these tiny windows,
Having a
just
very,
very
pregnant
different.
pause.
Not having access to any of the pheromones that are a normal part of human interaction, very challenging for me. But I'm trying to get better at it. I just have to prepare in a different way. That's one of the main things I had to figure out. I have to think about the game in a completely different way. But I think that it I like where it's at now. Oh yeah, Borkus. She and Xavier is such a fucking treat.
I love Xavier. I've just been living life through his social media lately.
He's just great.
He posted so he just posted a video of him trying to do a takedown on Kurt Angle, just a two-leg takedown, I think it's called, which is like a classic wrestling, like an actual wrestling move, which he was a star of in high school and potentially college. I can't recall, but Kurt Angle's an Olympic gold medalist. So you just don't do that. And it was during a match. He just posted this clip of him going for it, and effectively Kurt Angle just sitting on him and then punching him in the face because he tried. That's good content.
Kilrelli, I'm so glad to hear that you're just coming into AI, and then and you're right now experiencing the Will Wheaton era, feasting on the AFL content. Welcome aboard. You've got years and years of content ahead of you. Also, another tip from the chat is that iOS, in terms of being able to claim the drops, the iOS client, as far as I understand, does not offer that functionality. It really does want you to be looking at it in a browser context. You got to click the button. You can type the claim, the exclamation point claim thing, but I'm not sure it's going to give you anything.
Chat is saying that it does work for iOS.
Oh, it does work?
Yeah.
I was just told that it didn't work. I guess they didn't know. Lies. What? Caloran, I don't think Oyster is one of the commands. All right, Matter Doom says they got it. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all right too.
Yeah. See to it. Any tips for DMing online? For me, the main thing was I had to switch from mechanical complexity to emotional complexity. And they're both the same. I mean, they both exist in the same continuum, at least for me. Like if you're trying to create content.
Yeah.
I had to really focus on the characters and like what gets communicated best in that context. At least for in my experience was making people feel things as opposed to having a lot of more technical mechanical content, and that's what generally has worked for the C team.
Have you noticed people trying to talk over each other because you don't get that first second or half second?
No, that's obviously the fear dwab.
Yeah,
but everyone in this zone is they're so respectful of each other, and they're really worried about that. Like that's the thing that they're always taking that into consideration. So No, they're doing a great job. Prairie oyster is not a command, Proto, and you know this.
But what would it do if it was a command?
I don't even know.
What could we sync Mike Bulin into making?
Is that a type of oyster?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to the net for that one.
No, so no, I was talking to Bulin yesterday.
Hey, nice.
I want to do a stream game, a game that the stream can play, like a Civilization style game that they play with interactable, with an interactable iframe over the screen.
What do you mean exactly?
Oh, well, this is mostly what our conversation is about.
Okay.
It's basically like a Civilization builder type game.
Mm-hmm.
Except it's something that you play together via Twitch.
Are you saying it exists now, or he would be working on?
Right now we're purely scoping it out.
That's powerful.
The code name is Kitizens, which might give you an index about the hook we're trying to use.
I might have to see it spelled out.
Think cats.
Yeah. Okay. Have you seen that pancake art that's been going around on the nets? Well, it's not just the gym. There's that walnut too. But Lee Goldberg, I think he's Goldberg337 on Twitter, has been just showing off this cake art, and yeah, he does have a Green Flame gym for today that I think he posted.
That breakfast feast.
Yeah. I'm enjoying that content because it's the flip, right? That the reveal of doing it all and then the whoop. That's good. That's the right kind of delay.
I am familiar conceptually with the concept of a prairie oyster. The terminology that we have is like a blue mountain oyster.
Is this?
I believe is the.
Would this be found under a large beast? Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Then I know it.
It didn't take you very long.
Nope. I've heard Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain oyster.
Yeah. Huh?
There's. I imagine you could apply it to anywhere where that beast roams.
Different kinds of oysters. Now, it's true. 350. Exactly. So at 4 p.m. we're going to display the riddle loop again, just in case. But it's possible by the same token that you have seen the riddle already answered for you in chat. It's possible you've already entered it, and by entering it, it's possible you've already unlocked the green flame click damage. But you want to do that because if you have click damage and the green flame gem skin that we're going to drop for you at the end, then you get the green flame mage hand.
It's a weird deal,
and it clicks like crazy.
It does. It goes hard nonstop. It's a weird thing because it's like get 2 free to get 1 free. Like it's not a buy 2 get 1. It's a obtained 3 for free, but you have to get the 2 first.
Yeah, it's a very.
I haven't quite worked out the marketing for it yet, but it's
a very sophisticated offer. I agree with you, Dave.
Hey, thanks.
What I like now is that people know that the commands don't work, but now they're just making up different commands. They're like spinning some cosmic tumbler, trying to find the success.
The thing is maybe they're from the future, and in the future these commands do work because of this very stream.
Ooh, now Alo Aubert says, Jerry, what do you think about allowing people to play as Omen in the formation, but having a mysterious masked Lord of Waterdeep as a patron? The challenges could then be biased to Omen or AI. For sure. I mean, obviously that's like my OC, do not steal.
Yeah.
And so, the optimal play for me is that he is the best and does all the things. So.
Yeah. So far, they suggested adding Omen to the game twice, which I guess you're okay with.
For sure.
He's already been in here for a second, but that was mostly for last year.
He was, yeah. He was the. He would give you different types of orders. And what I thought was interesting is that people actually liked having that extra level of orders. They liked having an extra set of basically little quests to work on over the week.
Krull is all powerful.
Yeah, check him out.
I just didn't know how powerful
you can hear the
Krull
voice,
was.
right?
Oh yeah. I also love that Green Flame Jim has the green eyes. It's very strong. I mean,
It's the full meal deal.
the foam fingers are just a lot, and I
So
appreciate it.
silly. I mean, that was um Jeff's fantasy. It's been Jeff's fantasy for years.
The foam finger?
Yeah.
It worked out right, and then I remember we cut in the design office, we cut the shape out of paper, so you have like this template of the flame of like, but you have to be like, all right, so you have to make it this wide because your hand has to go up it and then go to a stopping point. So that was interesting, but now seeing that represented in the game is very, very weird to me.
My fantasy is that we can do a purple foam finger that is Jim and the wand, because then you could have two wands.
That's good. And then there's the red blood foam finger.
Yeah, with all kinds of paws.
It's a splatter.
You could put in there.
Ponchos.
The green flame Jim skin drop happens much later in the stream. So
it's really.
Good. The truth is, our stream, if you can believe it, our stream is about halfway. It's about halfway done right now.
Yeah, we are on our very last, I would say, minute on this chest. So go ahead and try to claim that if you have not already. And I'm sorry if that makes you extra sweaty to get it done, but hopefully everybody can get that.
Yeah, it's like we can
I see a small timer.
We can have a sweaty idle champions lobby, which is no one's ever even considered the possibility before.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think that you can get really that intense about idle champions because it has the word idle in it.
It's true. Now,
Sweaty
Shadow of
champions
VT, I saw people in the chat saying that they're able to grab drops on iOS.
Have we confirmed Android? Timers are ending way before you think they are. That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, we are out of that trap. Is Omen not an idol? Omen is not an idol champions yet. He has appeared as a quest giver quite a bit ago when we were introducing those types of quests.
But he will. I mean, my suspicion, and my suspicion should essentially be taken as fact. In this specific context, my fantasy is that you'll have an Omen that you can use in your formations for this game.
Yeah.
In 2020.
Oh shit!
That's my hope?
Is that
That's
hashtag goals?
That's my hope. Yeah, squad goals.
Yeah, good. Well, it's formation goals for sure. I need Bobby in there too. I know that that's such a large deal to work out with.
So great though. Bobby's so great.
I just want him to be 3 times larger than anyone, and I don't think that's going to happen because we already got this big goth turtle. But at least if they're close,
it's like Bobby requires, as a Goliath, he requires like 2 vertical spaces.
You know what? I like that a lot.
Right?
2 vertical spaces to put.
Think about how
unit.
fun. Think about how fun some of the theory crafting would be.
Oh yeah, I'm very into that, and I'm sure chat might be super stoked on that too. At least the people that are the formation nerds.
Well, and the truth is, for fans of Idle Champs, I mean, my guess is that we'd want to be keeping a really close eye on Baldur's Gate 3 from, here.
Yeah, when is that happening? There's a Baldur's Gate on the horizon, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And so, did you ever play Divinity Original Sin or 2?
I think it's been on my Steam wish list for 14 years. But
if it's on your wish list, I'm going to make that happen for you because this is the right time. But essentially, the torch that BioWare lit with Baldur's Gate has been completely picked up by a company called Larian Studios. The Larian Studios has been at a lot of PAX shows as well.
Yeah.
There's some board game action, like they're really branching out in cool ways. But Wizards of the Coast themselves gave Baldur's Gate 3 like as an IP to Larian.
Yeah.
And so it's like if you want to get a sense of how that's going to go, you got to roll back and check out some of this Divinity stuff. So I'll take a look at your wish list today. You basically can't be without it. If you like PC RPGs, the truth is even the Xbox version's great. I mean, it's good on consoles too.
What type of game is it?
Perfect.
Okay.
It's just perfect.
I heard you said that about, what was that game that came out last year, where you just talk to shit instead of fighting it out?
Oh,
It's the
you
text,
mean
text
Disco
game.
Elysium?
Yeah, yeah. You called that the greatest game.
It's incredible, but it's very similar, except the difference is in that is that the threats are really interpersonal.
Yeah.
So in the same way that I try to make the danger emotional in the D&D game I'm running, that's really what Disco Elysium is about. Disco Elysium is about you can die in Disco Elysium and lose the game because you get too depressed.
Yeah, a lot of the battles are like internal struggle, right?
Yeah.
Like from
my gosh. Well,
like schizophrenic way. Is that true?
Well, not specifically schizophrenic, but basically what they do is they render. So if you are thinking things, in the game they show that as a conversation between different parts of your own mind.
Okay. So it is fractured.
So dialogue, exactly. It's dialogue from information that you know, ways that you feel about things, and you basically sometimes are just sort of choosing what path to take in there. But I mean, did you what role-playing games have you enjoyed on PC?
So when you say PC role-playing, how wide is that gate? Like, so obviously Diablo would be on like the simple end, right?
I would say that Diablo is an ARPG.
Okay. Yeah, totally. If you need to be your roguelite kind of jerk right now, feel free.
Yeah. But it's like definitely not in the ARPG. I would say that we're looking at something more like, are you familiar with Baldur's Gate as a series? Like,
yeah. So I never did. I owned Neverwinter Nights, but did not really play it very much. I had a friend that was all about me getting it, and like we did some stuff together, and that was about it.
That's mostly Neverwinter Nights, at least in my experience, was mostly your friends trying to get you involved.
Yeah, right. Like I think
it was like an MLM.
Yeah, and I think that's what potentially soured me on PC RPGs. Now, you would say
Icewind Dale or Planescape Torment.
Okay.
I mean, have you done any of these?
I know all these games, but I don't have any significant time in either of them. It's possible that PC RPGs is a area that I'm gray in.
Pillars of Destiny.
Nope. Pillars of Eternity?
Yeah, Eternity. Exactly right. There's two of them.
I wouldn't that be an ARPG, or is that the other one?
No,
Path of Exile. Path of Exile is the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. No, nothing. I don't think this is a space I've really played around in.
Oh my gosh! All the more reason.
What would be a good opening? Like a good
Divinity
introduction? You think? Okay.
Yeah, because it's modern, so it looks okay, and it's made with the full knowledge of where that genre kind of slows down and isn't fun.
So it is fun the whole time.
Oh, I think that it's really, really special. Yeah.
What's the time budget, I guess, for that? Like, how long are these games?
Long.
Okay. Is there like a 60-hour average? Are we talking like JRPG?
I would say that these are games you can play
for too long.
For a while.
Okay. Are they ones that are not necessarily have an open end or have a closed end?
Generally speaking, these are real stories that do traverse to something like a final conclusion. Yeah.
Okay.
But they're also, this is the other thing, they're also games that have a lot of replayability. Right?
Yeah.
Because they're so divergent in how you play, you're necessarily going to get curious about how other ways could have gone, right?
Okay, where about like Dragon Age? Would that be considered?
Dragon Age, absolutely.
Okay.
Dragon Age is an inheritor of the Baldur's Gate.
Gotcha.
Concept. And so if you spent time in Dragon Age, which one?
No, I didn't. I just watched it. I'm just trying to get. There are games that are for me, Jerry, and honestly, I don't think any of these ones are, and that's okay. and I recognize that. Would you call like Skyrim and Morrowind those, but through a different perspective?
I don't know what the fuck those are.
Okay. Just checking.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. but I don't know if that's an RPG.
Dragon Age Origins for sure.
Right, I would play the fuck out of Dragon Age Oregon, as would you.
Yeah, that's what I'm all about. Oh, I've received a gift. I wish I could show. I could put it over your face. No, I can't. Damn it. Thank you for the gift of Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm gonna install it, play it, just because I need to know exactly what's happening.
There you go. Hostile Eldritch. Jerry said, "Fuck Elder Scrolls." It's just
Quoted.
they're really cool, but I think of RPGs in the I think of RPGs in the Bethesda vein as adventure games.
Okay.
I'm not even trying to be a dick. They're just very different.
Then what do you call an adventure game like Monkey Island? If an adventure game is like Morrowind?
Well, I mean, did you ever play?
Because I actually have space. I have space in that kind of adventure game.
Yeah. Yeah, Monkey Island, like going back, there were some, even Sierra had an adventure game series that played around with RPG type mechanics.
And that's where I go. My dad had a few of those on that machine that I don't know what it was. I just remember that it connected to the internet via prodigy.net. And it was the first time I heard that cable modem, or not cable modem, just a modem dial.
Just a regular modem.
Just a modem dialing up, yeah. It just sounded like screaming to me.
Just shrieking. Just the shrieking within.
Elder Scrolls feels like an offshoot evolution of Might and Magic gameplay. Leisure Suit Larry is more of an RPG than Elder Scrolls. Shots fired.
Dude, there is some really, really cool... there's a Might and Magic game by Arcane Studios that would eventually go on to do Dishonored.
Yeah.
That's a really cool game. Holy shit, that's good.
Protoform wants me to ask you about Dragon's Lair, which I know about Dragon's Lair. So I don't know why you should be you should be asked about it. A cartoon and interactive, effectively FMV game?
Proto is a monster.
I agree.
And he's engaging in naked Satanism.
Unspeakable acts. All right, I'm gonna start a different. I'm gonna start a different situation, hopefully with a better formation limit, so that we can really maximize our time here. Field 2 champs at a time does not sound great for me.
Now listen to this. You know as well as I do, Dwab, that at 410, the Mert chest drop becomes a reality.
It does. Were you doing collector voice guy?
No, I just wanted an opportunity to hold my fingers up and.
Okay, it's good. I'm gonna go ahead and show the riddle one more time just for chat. If you would like to talk about how the riddle works and then the things you could unlock again now that it is 4 o'clock.
Nothing would bring me more pleasure. So this riddle, even now, the riddle we reveal, even now, is the one that we put up at PAX East in a very different time. So inside this context, there is a riddle here, and the answer is one of the standard 12-letter codes that Codename uses.
Hey, I got a drop on stream. Oh, I got that birdsong drop. Yeah, I'm opening it right now.
This is dope.
That was convenient,
work, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Great job.
I know the right people.
Exactly. Now, what that does, and the answer, you will see it in chat. Many have pasted it in there. That is how you get the green flame click damage, which looks very cool.
I'm gonna show that
and you will see it. You will see it in our stream for sure. Now, okay, so today sponsored live stream, obviously. We've done everything we can to indicate this. Now, during this stream, we have different drops. Near the end of this stream is when the Green Flame Gym skin and the champion drops, if you don't already have them. So there's all kinds of drops happening during the stream. But this is the key. You want the green flame click damage, and you can see the clue in there. Phoenixian already has it up there, but you'll see it from others too. You want the click damage and the green flame gym both, because if you have both of those things together, that's when you get the third thing, which is the green flame mage hand familiar.
And
which you can see in the top of the familiar formation. Right?
I do want to clarify to chat that the screens we just showed were just previews of the other stuff. That's not actually the Twitch drop happening. We're just trying to preview that. I realize we are in the same window, and that's a little confusing. But if you stick around for just a little bit longer, we'll be doing that drop.
It's true. Beefling is dishing it up right here. Vicarian Rex also making sure that people know what's up. Yeah, and it's okay if something is it's okay if something is an action game or an adventure game. Like Mass Effect kicks ass. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's like yucky. But there's a very specific texture, a really like chunky texture to a PC RPG that is specific enough that we should use the term in specific cases.
That's an area that I wish I knew more.
Well, I have gifted you.
You did.
A powerful example of the genre, so you'll have an opportunity to explore that as soon as you like.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Oh, an anonymous gifter gave CNE Margaret a tier 1 sub. Oh, I think that Outer Limits has the texture that I consider really key to a PC RPG Polytechnics. For sure. I think Outer Limits is very much an inheritor of that genre.
All right, Gara, it's time to start poking at this formation.
Oh, God, that's true, too. Did you play Fallout 1 or 2?
No.
Oh, my God.
I know. Honestly, man, I think I just missed a slew of games that were all in the same space. And maybe I tried 1 or 2, and I think it might have been, honestly, it was Neverwinter Nights that made me be like, this is all nonsense that I don't want to play. I just was looking to play more Diablo because I was really into Diablo when I was younger.
Oh, well, Diablo is baller. I mean, it was a shocking, like when it came out and you had RPG style leveling and gear, plus this like really fast paced action gameplay, like that's baller too, but it's different enough that we have to use different words to describe them as all. Eye of the Beholder 1, 2, and 3. Now that's a really interesting Mark Holland. Those are definitely PC RPGs, but obviously they're very much creatures of their time. Those are whacked out, Dave, if you've never seen those.
I've not. Jerry, it's 410. You know what that means?
Oh, yeah. What is it? No scope?
Yep, we got to no scope it.
No. 410 means the Mert chests are about to materialize.
Materialize. Got him. Sorry. It can be jail.
Yeah, hey, Gleaser says Diablo, or how I call it, Gauntlet with inventory. There's definitely something there.
Man, I love Gauntlet though, too.
I saw a really cool puzzle game. I think it was at PAX Unplugged. I saw a really neat mobile puzzle game. God, was it at South or Unplugged? But it was a mobile game where basically the whole gameplay is adjusting your inventory.
That sounds like your kind of shit.
Oh, man. It drove me wild. That Fireline, the best roguelike game to play right now. Let's take a look.
Roguelike? Roguelite?
Yeah,
do you want to be a bit dick about this too, Jerry? No, I'm kidding.
No. Earlier today, Josh was playing
what was he playing?
One called One Step from Eden.
Okay.
That's a really interesting. That's got some roguelike with some light deck building in there.
Yeah.
In terms of roguelikey type games, there's a lot of great shit. I think Curse of the Dead Gods, for an action take on a roguelike, I think is really, really good. And I think, is Enter the Gungeon is sort of in the same thing, right?
Yeah. I think I would.
Enter the Gungeon is out of control, fucking incredible. You've
been a fan of Gungeon for a long time, even like.
Oh, I love it.
And you would call that Nuclear Throne likes at this point, right?
Yeah. It's in the same vein, but they're both incredible.
My game that I was not into when it came out for about a year and a half, and now I play it all the time, is Dead Cells.
Oh, really? Because they kept working on it after we got done.
Yeah, it's great. It's still great. That game pays off. There's a learning curve and a gear curve. I think once you're past that gear curve, things start to feel better. But due to my love of that game, I was like, I'm going to go get Rogue Legacy because it was on sale for like $3 on that crazy Switch sale. And it is a little bit hard to go back to that only because the animation is so good and fluid in Dead Cells, and it is not in Rogue. It's like
Oh,
we're
dude.
looking at flat design like Paper Mario, but it doesn't feel as intentional as Paper Mario. It's just like, ooh, this is
Yeah.
a quick way to reverse art.
It's just the art. My God, the
Yeah.
art in that game.
Color scheme. That's a
Whoa.
Mike Krahulik color scheme right there.
It ain't it?
Mm-hmm. I just played Dwarf Fortress for the graphics. Have you done Dwarf Fortress on stream with Mike? I feel like that's a Bulin thing.
Dwarf Fortress. No, I've been on, I have been on Buelen's Dwarf Fortress stream, and we've discussed it a lot. That's a really interesting. That's a really interesting game. I have a whole. I've read a book about it, about like how to play it and how to understand it, and I'm not sure that I do.
Did
I
you
need
actually
someone
read
like
the book, or
Buelen.
do you have the book?
Yeah, both.
Okay, so you've
Um,
consumed the book.
Yeah,
And you still haven't played?
But it's technical, like an O'Reilly book. Like it's really chunky.
Is there maybe a Dwarf Fortress for Dummies that you could find just to get you started out of the gate?
Yeah, man, I can hand it off to you. It's the sort of book you would found a cult with. I mean, it's very sophisticated stuff. You play Dwarf Fortress for the magma?
Gara has confirmed with me via Discord that my formation is good until we get to a wall, which probably won't happen on this stream, but I'll juice up in a little bit and try to get that maximum velocity.
You'll tip back that goose juice.
Quite a few. Several. So we haven't really, Jerry, I haven't seen you since PAX East.
Yeah, I mean, I went home. I try to, after we get back from a show, I try to chill for a little while.
Yeah.
I sort of had to learn how to do that. I'm not good at it. But
You were forced to do it, actually.
yeah. And then I came in to run the game the Wednesday after.
Yeah.
But then it's been weird ever since then, for sure.
Yeah. We never got to talk about your feelings on the East game, the East AI game.
Oh yeah, and you done a bunch of that. You had done a bunch of work on that, right?
Yeah,
because
me and Coffee
you're like
Robot.
a motion graphics beast.
I'm not a beast. I am adequate. And John Coffee Robot, I got to give him a shout out. He is the beast.
Oh, that intro, that very first section was so
right?
cool.
The walking through the door. Yeah, I can't take credit for that.
Yeah,
that was a art direction thing. Only he did that work. It was very good.
was,
I will take credit for that disgusting neck of the ostrich.
Oh, that sort of like rubbery like flip.
It's too good.
It's really good.
But how is playing in that game, especially because that one started with just you?
Yeah, it was very funny because, but you have to understand, I didn't know what to expect because he had spent the last month having secret meetings in the office.
I was a part of this. I had folders that I couldn't put on my desktop, or I had to name them something else. like the Baby Jim T-shirt just was the BJT, which whatever. But like stuff like that just had to like be a little hidden, and I couldn't put things on the network drive just in case you were browsing for some reason, which I doubt you would be. But it was good, and I'm glad that you weren't aware of it at all.
No, but I felt very nervous the whole. I felt very nervous the whole time because it was so mysterious. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it's not like J. Craw or Perkins ever told me anything, but I knew even less about this. And from those, I at least knew what happened last time. I knew this was going to be like a bottle episode.
Let's see. I have my alt skin on Walnut, right? Yeah, I have my Keeper of the Grove.
Yeah, you can see those
Grove
leaves.
Keeper. Yeah, it's good. Got to make sure everyone's optimized. And yeah, got the Yum Yum Hunt Dinar. Very important.
Oh, it's key. It's key. Oh, those... You will see... Rich Cal, thank you so much. You will see the answer to the riddle in the chat quickly.
There we go.
They materialize frequently. You see something that's in all caps.
Do you have any more of those gifts that you gave earlier, or did you just kind of carpet bomb those at the very beginning?
Oh, I just
You just blasted them
opened
out.
the floodgates.
All right.
RF Switchart wants to know: is there any reason I'm streaming from the void? This is just the streaming. This is just the streaming hole that I invented to run the C-Team games.
Do you actually have nothingness behind you, or?
Yes, right. Even now, the void looms.
Yeah.
No, it's just the. I mean, so if you were a young person now, a normal thing is to stream.
Yeah.
That's, somehow that happened, and so I'll be honest with you. I did rob my own children for their streaming setup.
Is there a ring light or something that you got?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got one of those. Top.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, this is the ring light right here. That's why I look so, whatever I look like.
I'm not going to use any descriptors.
I appreciate that.
Your name's on my paycheck. I would. Shiny. Chat says shiny. It's not me. You're always pretty glistening. I mean, as a person who photographs you professionally full time, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's true. There's always a thin layer.
I actually do have a Jerry compensation built into my brain of like, oop, Jerry's shiny though, and I always like stop it like one more just so you're not glowing next to anyone else.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to regulate your tones.
Yeah, so I have one of these little like a little photo frame type thing, and it has my feed from my phone essentially.
Yeah.
And so there's often Dabe pictures often come up on there.
Oh, you getting tagged.
There's the me and
I thought it was just
Eric.
Pictures of me. That was going to be weird.
There's the me and Eric shot where you did that trick where everything behind us is really dark.
Oh yeah. Just like you do right now with the void.
Yeah.
But it was a Photoshop based void. Yours is very real. All right, we are dominating the group, so I'm actually going to take my fast juice right now. I'm actually going to take a few.
Yeah.
Brit's been baking like crazy, and this olive sourdough she made today is stupendous.
It's working.
She's showing
me
that golden crust.
I like what I'm hearing.
It looks great. It's wonderful.
Yes. So 410 was the Mert, and then I see a 440.
Yeah, that's. I would say that would be the big one that you would probably want the most.
That might be the big one.
Is a guess.
That might be the big one. And of course, just to bring it all back, a riddle, you've seen it materialize in there. But the riddle gives you the green flame click damage, and you want that and the drop that's going to happen at 440 together, so that you can get the new familiar skin. Key.
Chat asks why there's nothing at 420. Well, because it's 421 right now.
I didn't. Yeah, I mean, it's because they didn't give it to us to set up. I mean, I know that is what my 14-year-old son refers to as the funny weed number.
How did he celebrate yesterday, your 14-year-old?
By asking me about it.
Nice. I'm sorry if you had to have that conversation.
It's fine. It had to happen at some point.
Yeah.
Dad, have you ever
on the eve of your 69th birthday?
10 million times. At least.
Oh yeah, these people don't have auto familiars on them. My bad.
Yeah, no, they should have the C&E gave them a 420 code though.
Nice. Important. I don't think we have enough AI people to do that specialization of walnut. Happy birthday, Walnut code. Oh yeah, Walnut's birthday is 420.
Exactly. To go that realm. A double walnut.
All the way across the sky.
Jerry, do you think the C team or A team will ever meet the persons Omen hired to make all those clones? Well, in some cases, it depends. In at least some cases, Omen manufactured them themselves. So technically, in some ways, they've already met him. But this season is the last season for a reason.
I need to talk really quick about this level design because I don't see it that often, but I'm very into it with this floor piece, but also the background up top, this broken glass. The glass was not broken a second ago, so I mentioned that was tied to story that I did not see. All right, never mind, we're done.
It's rich content.
They are upgrading those backgrounds quite often. I guess I need to relax my eyes and notice that because I've just been looking at character art, but that's pretty cool.
Yes, Sweatshirt, I understand that you miss your wives. And I'm doing everything I can to reunite you with these wives. Bracken Garthim, I mean, I feel like we've put together a sort of fun Wednesday that people feel like they can rely on. So just even if there's no C team, I'd be really surprised if we let that slot go to waste for sure. I think we have something that you'll enjoy in that zone.
Yeah, Wednesdays is a very catered time now for our channel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so that'd be great for people to also be able to rely on that for as long as possible.
Yeah. Beans and Archie, how come this stream looks so much different from your game? It's because we are using the gamepad UI.
True.
So that's all.
Here.
That's all. Everything else,
plug it in.
The same.
Yeah. If you are playing on console, you are likely seeing this UI.
You know, Gara, I hadn't considered that. The new C team, sometimes called the collections agency, they would be a great fit for Idle Champions for sure.
All of them, all four. Let's do it.
Yeah, and a centaur would be a very large friend.
That's a 4 space.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think we should make too many of those rules. All right, looks like the timer potentially, it also could be all the way gone. Potentially might be running out on this last Mert claim. So
on the Mert chest? Yep.
Yes. All right, and you know what I'm going to prepare? I'm going to prepare that 440 drop on my screen, but I'm not going to hit go quite yet. But it's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Zrast, that's correct. The skin has not dropped yet. The indication I have on my schedule suggests potentially a 440 realm.
Martizzle, that is just a normal Xbox Xbone controller. Unfortunately, not a pro.
What?
I'm sorry.
God damn it!
I'm not a controller pro. I'm kind of a keyboard and mouse nerd. You get it. You get it.
Well, no. I got nothing but love for you. That's fine.
All right, because that's all I got. I cut my teeth on Tribes. You get it.
Oh my gosh.
Tribes was my first-person shooter.
Tribe.
Besides like Wolfenstein and whatnot, I just mean like
no,
you know what I mean, like a modern
like
full
first
mouse
love,
movement. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like really, really lost it.
Yep.
Fucking spin fuser.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Stay skiing.
Shazbot. You know what I mean?
Shazbot. Yeah, whenever I heard that in pop culture eventually later, because people use it, it's kind of a rare one. Whenever I hear it, I'm like, is that a Tribes reference? Was that created?
Oh, yeah,
in Tribes?
No.
Okay.
EP Galleon, for sure. I mean, Penny Arcade was basically a strip about Tribes.
Which is probably why I started reading. I started reading due to the Dreamcast release.
Oh, yeah. We spend a lot of time with the DC, for sure.
Yes, and I think I was frequenting Dreamcast forums. It was like Penny Arcade had a bunch of positive Dreamcast.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had that VMU. But, yeah, generally speaking, we just had a really good time. We had a really good time with the Dreamcast. Did you ever play Zombie Revenge?
Oh, yeah. I actually talked about that on stream very recently.
Holy shit,
That's
that
weird.
game is good.
That game's great.
Mike and I can play... Back when we were playing DC all the time, obviously, and we had it plugged in.
Yep.
We could play Zombie Revenge, beginning to end.
Power Stone, shouts out.
Oh, Power Stone for sure.
I just saw it in chat. I glanced at my right. Power Stone. Yes.
At Kiko's house, before he moved up, Power Stone was still being played down there. It was still a going concern. But no, you can do in Zombie Revenge. You know, it's sort of story-based, it's chapter-based, right? So we actually have dialogue we have dialogue as a response for everything that's said in dialogue in game.
You had a Okay.
We had a parallel script that we would basically perform while we played the game.
Wow.
So it was like
It is
Rocky
performance
Horror.
Yeah. Call and response.
Yeah, exactly. God,
Did you throw spoons at the screen or anything?
only a couple. No, I only remember a couple of lines. One of them is like, one of the lines is, "It's okay, I'm a dentist," but I don't remember what that's.
That was your response? Okay, okay. Yeah, I believe that. Potentially talking about teeth, you'd think?
No, there was that drill melee weapon.
Oh.
At the beginning of the second level, I think.
Cannon Spike. How about that? Did you play Cannon Spike? It's like a Capcom beat 'em up. You play as like Cammy and
Really?
Mega Man? It was weird. Cannon Spike, a weird one. I remember Cammy and like, what's Giles' brother's name?
Steve.
Steve. Yeah, you play Steve. Will the gym drop be a code or a Twitch drop? It'll be a Twitch drop happening soon, TM.
Oh no, very soon, TM.
Charlie. Steve, Charlie,
Yeah.
middle name.
Yeah, Rocket is correct. It is not a separate familiar. And indeed, you can see the familiar we're talking about right here on the screen.
Front top.
It's
center.
in the top of the familiar formation there. That is the green flame skin.
You got a button in the mobile UI when you are looking at your familiar, or at least in the gamepad UI. It's just a
Swap
simple
skin.
X to swap skins. But there's a very similar thing when you select your familiar in the standard UI. Just kind of the same way you would swap someone's skin, like a champion skin.
Yeah. No, God, we had the best time. But the fact of the matter is, how far ahead of the fucking game were these people, dude? With PSO, like an online action MMO, and then all the sports games.
I listened to a lot of Giant Bomb, and Jeff Gerstmann is playing PSO 2 right now.
Really?
Yeah, apparently they released it.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's out.
For something, and he's admitting it's a bad game, but he just has so much love for PSO that he's still playing through it.
My feeling, I mean, there's so much awesome shit right now. My feeling was I could miss it successfully.
Yeah.
But no, man, with Gears Tactics coming out next week.
Grandia too. Whew.
Oh man, I got all kinds of hot shit.
Skies of Arcadia. Yeah, those are pretty solid. You got
Skies of Arcadia is a
game?
fucking beast.
Blue Hornet or something? Blue. It's like a survival horror game. Started with the word blue.
Exactly. Snugglewump, you are looking at the gamepad UI. No, dude. Listen,
Blue
think
Stinger.
about
Thank
this.
you. Thank you.
Think about this, Monfrere. Code Veronica. Did you play Code Veronica?
I actually did, yeah.
Code Veronica. I mean,
I'm hoping for that re-release next over 4, just because 4's been re-released 100 times, but Code Veronica's like only Dreamcast, right?
And it was legit. I found Code Veronica disturbing in a way the other ones weren't. Good lord,
I'm curious
yeah. Moo.
why?
Because it's kinky, frankly.
Oh.
You see Moo repping over here with the all caps.
If I get an all caps from Moo, it means it's definitely the horniest Resident Evil of all time. That's a brand, right?
Yeah.
You started turning into a spider monster at some point in Blue Stinger. I'm very glad I did not finish that game because I doubt I would have been able to make it through there. Did they put Code Veronica on GameCube? Did they re-release it? I feel like they should have. They can't have been just sitting on it this long.
No way. No. Dirge wants to know how you get that Chef Dinar.
The Chef Dinar was given away at PAX by Ryan, so I actually don't know how. Right? I don't know how you would currently get it. That's a reach out to C&E and see if they're doing any further promotions with it.
Exactly. Now, Cager,
I wish I could give that to chat, but I cannot.
Indeed. Cager wants to know if the skin has already been posted. Just hopped on. It has not.
Very, very soon.
It has
very
not.
Soon.
In your mind, imagine that 440 is an exciting time.
I would be excited about that number. It gives me 20 minutes to just be stoked afterwards.
Then the Bard with the deep ass cut.
What was
coming in with that Toy Commander.
Oh wow, Toy Commander! I remember that game.
On the DC.
That's a weird one. That game was multiple genres, kind of, right? I mean, it was mostly like vehicle combat, but it felt
was wild though.
Very different depending on how you're playing.
But honestly, for years and years, Shenmue was my favorite game. So for me,
was Shenmue actually your favorite? San Francisco Rush 2049. Ooh, that's a lot of multiplayer moments spent just floating around with the wings in that game. I don't know if you played that game, if you have a reverence for it.
Oh yeah, dude. Asmodeus
Stunt
is coming
mode.
with the deep ass cut too. Choo Choo Rocket as
I
as a multiplayer battle
loved it.
game
Loved it.
is incredible.
Mm-hmm. Multiplayer Battle Arena, the first one. Choo Choo
No,
Rocket.
and Dune Tiger's also got the deep ass cut too with the Project Gotham ref.
Oh,
Project
yeah.
Gotham. So if you were a fan of the first Xbox, a big part of what made it great was that a lot of DC stuff had just sort of slipped over, right? It just kind of moved in. You had that big wide
Deep ass
controller.
cut. Yeah.
There's a lot to like.
Soul
Yes,
Calibur.
Mobeck. We're basically, 7 or so minutes is what we're talking about.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
shortly. Get that last.
Soul,
skin.
yeah, Soul Edge, Soul Calibur.
Martizzle, we are not currently doing our scary streams, but I feel like I might hop in solo with the Forest at some point. As soon as the workload is a little bit lowered, I would love to be in there streaming more on Mondays, for sure. Do you remember playing Seaman? Did you have a Seaman time?
Oh yeah, with the headset mic.
Yeah, I feel like I played
Yeah.
that like I played Animal Crossing, like I play Animal Crossing now, to where like I have to wake up and check in immediately, see how the thing's going, check in later.
So weird.
Very weird game.
Weird things just happened on the system.
Yeah, I'm listening to the audiobook of Console War, which is the Sega vs. Nintendo series of drama of just like the console wars, and it's a fascinating book, and it's very interesting hearing their perspectives, and you're kind of understanding why Dreamcast took all these weird turns.
But that fight, like that actually still matters. Like to kids coming up, the whole retro, like 16-bit is really really meaningful to them. And so they still crave tales from that battle. And Mike and I, we used to do San Diego Comic-Con,
Yeah.
and we used to sit just at the table
Set Radio.
basically all day, hours and hours and hours, like for 5 days. And the people from that book and the person who wrote the book
Yeah.
were all walking the show floor,
Huh.
and they all came to our booth, and we talked about the console war
What?
for an hour.
That's so cool. I want to talk to these people because I've been listening to this book for like 40 hours now. Like,
Absolutely.
I want to meet Tom
Derletia,
Kalinske.
fear not. Fear not. In mere moments, mere minutes, you will manifest. Your desires will be made manifest. The green flame Jim, character and skin.
Yeah, nobody wants Jim. Bring back Birdsong. All right, back to Birdsong. Canceling.
Grab the lever, push it back the other way. Actually, EP Gellion, enough time to go get a drink. I think he might be right. Dave, one moment.
Just a drink. You get that drink. You get hydrated. I'm just going to stare into Jerry's void. Rockstar Gym, very, very good. If the green flame gym is very appealing in the formation, but that strong purple of Rockstar Gym is also very good. Yeah, honestly, I think he went to the bathroom to pull the lever, which is logistically not an area that I really want to dive into. Need idle champs on Dreamcast. Yeah, Dreamcast port win. I mean, that system has a keyboard. Not that you need that because we're playing on Gamepad UI, but just as an option. Ready to Rumble. I haven't thought about that one for a while. Fanboy, we're wearing the same shirt? It's impressive. Who told you? I did miss Birdsong. I am sorry. I don't know what the plan is, if there's any sort of consolation prize if you were on stream, but I do know that you should stick around. That's for sure. Just use Bleemcast. I tried. I was hoping for Bleemcast to play Metal Gear on Dreamcast because I didn't have a PlayStation at the time. DC had the best version of Soul Reaver. Was it just because it was produced the best as far as like hardware goes? Which familiar is my favorite? I think it is our friend, the just Iris. I just love the shape of the beholder, and that that smile has me. Maybe second place. If I'm trying to pick things, I actually have always liked the Mage Hand, even though it's kind of the first familiar you get. But also Crowy is pretty great too.
Oh boy, Dabe.
It's almost time, is it?
It's almost time. We're on the cusp.
My button's ready.
So I hope everyone enjoyed the void in my absence.
Oh yeah, we stared into it together.
Good. Did it gaze also into you?
Yeah.
I understand that's the thing about voids.
Yeah, that's what chat told me was going to happen too. So I was warned ahead of time.
All right. So I mean, we haven't had to manipulate these formations very much because they're fucking shredding people, right?
Yeah. The thing is I think we're set on this formation for the stream, even with juicing up the speed. I don't think we're gonna make it there. Yeah, yeah. I'll apply everything I got in a captain kind of scenario. Fire breath. Use my tiny little one portion of string.
Fusion addict.
This is the fastest I can go without throwing in specific characters.
For sure.
Just as is. It's
Fusion
just gonna
addict.
sound like glitching.
I agree that Legacy of Kain is overdue for modernization. Keep in mind that that's Amy, right? Amy Hennig, who is just a monster, narratively a monster.
Jerry, it's time.
Real power. What
Jerry,
the?
it's time.
Oh!
It popped up for me, so I think it's time.
Oh. Ah!
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you get it.
Oh shit! What the?
Hit the button. Everybody hit the button.
Get that flavor. Get that flavor. Click. Yum. Now,
I'm gonna leave that one up.
Now, this is what you should know, gathered friends. So, somebody will throw out the code later.
Probably.
I am sure I will be surprised if it doesn't happen.
If you couldn't see it somewhere.
But you want the 12-letter code that you get as a result of the riddle. Because if you have that and the drop that's up now, the Green Flame Gem skin drop and character, then along with it, you get the Mage Hand skin. It just materializes. It becomes yours.
Get two free, get one free.
Oh, and thank you to our cruel paymasters at Codename Entertainment for giving us all these goodies that can be distributed from the stream. It's been our great pleasure.
Jerry, I'm just gonna be up front, and I'm just gonna display the code. It's just right there. It's on
you
screen.
Monster!
It's right there.
What?
Just look at it. Type it in.
You creature.
There's no mystery left in the world, Jerry. We have the internet.
Beast, you beast man.
Listen, if I watch a film, I can go on a Reddit. One Reddit, someone will type my exact positioning on how I felt, and then I read it and I feel good. And it's like, I was right about that movie.
It's like Primer.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, I want like the really big diagram that shows all the different timelines.
Jerry, I watched Onward, by the way, which is that Pixar film that is very rooted in D&D, and I recommend that one for the family.
No, I haven't had a chance to.
I have feelings about it too.
It's on the D+. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but the daughter and son are proponents, to be sure.
Good. They should be fans, because I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I haven't. I watched a couple episodes of the new
Ex Machina.
The new season of Doctor Who, and then sort of fell out.
Explain yourself.
They added, so a really normal thing in Doctor Who is you have to have characters to humanize the Doctor.
Okay.
Because the Doctor is 100% in like an alien weirdo.
Yes, I've watched enough. I've watched one season.
Yeah.
I watched the first Matt Smith season,
Like,
so that to
not
me is Dr. Who.
euphemistically, definitely an alien weirdo.
Yeah.
And so, and the Doctor also needs people to sort of ground them as well. But I feel like they had too many. They had too many companions. Like, they had too many companions to give them real time and develop them. At least that's how I felt when I watched it. But I'm not by any means like a super old. I mean, Chris Eccleston was really my first serious Doctor, so I don't take my opinion with a grain
I
of
don't know
salt.
where that timeline even
I'm
was.
not. Yeah, I'm not too hardcore. Chris Eccleston was basically of the reboot.
I know it is a lifestyle.
Oh my
For
God.
sure.
I mean, I love Doctor. Nothing is ever going to change that. I felt like at some level, because Jodie is a baller. Like, I am way into Jodie as the Doctor, but it was basically they built this cast that was too big around the Doctor, and then I had a hard time. Like, it's hard to develop the real relationships there just because there's too many.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I don't really like to play with more than 5 players at a D&D table. I mean, it's possible to do, but
It sounds extremely messy.
I have a hard time really embroidering the relationships that way, and that could be a personal failing too. But I couldn't do it.
Okay,
Gandalf, that's really strange. So you clicked on Claim 2, you entered in the Karmic Mad Jig, and it said it's already claimed. Everybody should be able to claim that one. It might be that you already have it in there. I mean, that code is specifically for Green Flame click damage, as opposed to the anything else, as opposed to the skin or the character.
Lucas, I believe my top GPS is Jim.
Yeah, Jim is often the source of DPS.
That's his role, but for us, because we usually rely on our friends, to pull us through, Jim especially.
Yeah, and I see a lot more people popping into the chat here. That code has actually been around for a few months, so it's quite possible you entered that in already. That code is technically from PAX, as I recall.
Oh,
PAX
of the
East.
code for the riddle code you're saying?
Yeah, back in February or so, you might have gotten it. So
I imagine that there was. I'm sure it appeared on the subreddit at some point, right?
Oh,
that information
I
probably could not
I
be
think
hidden.
it's been everywhere. If you're a proponent of Idle Champs and you're on the prowl for codes, you almost certainly typed it in already. So that was definitely East for sure. Well, Desertin, I'm so pleased. Jim Skin and Mage Hand Skin, ho ho. You got it all. That's the whole point. That's what we're trying to do.
It was on the subreddit before the panel was done. I do love.
Oh, I believe it. That doesn't surprise me at all. Like I say, if you're on the prowl for codes, don't get too flipped out by that message. It just means it got typed in for you.
Bird song is bird gone. Unfortunately, as far as I know, I don't know if anything's happening.
Yeah.
Afterwards,
we'll
right now
see.
we are still getting the gym, which is your main course. So
we'll
just let those follow through.
We have reached. This is definitely we're beyond the starters now.
Yeah.
Yep, and Justin Totino there in the chat has some comfort.
Yeah, Senior Game says restart your game to see your rewards. So they are not, unfortunately, they are not instantaneous happening right away. It will take a few minutes perhaps for it to sync over to your account.
Dabe, it's a process like erosion. You know? I mean, think about
Glacier.
it like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Gillian
land
got
bridge.
there. Shandon says took about 5 minutes.
Jim just
Glad
unlocked. Awesome.
to hear it. Got some restarts out there. It sounds like the treasure has been made manifest in your own life. It could be that you had a green flame gem on your vision board, and you were able to utilize the law of attraction to bring that in.
Yeah, out of my 13 Pinterest accounts, the dominating factor is my gym dark magic board.
Well, and this has been your day, hasn't it, Dave?
I've been looking at it
it's
as
all
a desktop background.
Yeah, it's all coming up date.
Exactly.
functionally speaking. And I can see down in the corner, I can see Moo restarting Idle Champions over and over again in a mad dash.
Yeah.
To get the wealth.
Ark says, Jerry, please play Portal 2 co-op with Dabe. That is a thing we need to talk about because
I've already made
I think I complete that game Friday.
Oh, that's kick-ass. Well, I have already made the request.
Oh. We should figure out when and how we want to do that then, because
yeah.
I'll be finishing it the first 30 minutes of Friday, 10 a.m. and then I was gonna hop over to Ori, but if you think you might have time,
here, go. Well, what time? What time would that be?
Probably 10:30ish. If we need to schedule it for a future time, that's okay.
Yeah, I won't be able to do it then because 10:30 I'll be writing the post or writing Monday's strip with Mike.
Okay.
And then we'll be getting ready for our 2 o'clock Chutang clan.
We will save co-op.
You let me know
but I've never done it, so that sounds.
I'll make time. And the truth is, I mean, I haven't played the co-op in so long. It'll be new puzzles, basically. You know, EMW, I haven't had a chance to work on my paint box for my mini crafting is at the office because the last big project I completed was my Death Guard kill team. So I haven't actually had the tools really here, short of a couple files and some nippers. I haven't really had much of a chance to do anything cool like that.
Oppositional, of course, I would enjoy a Twitch drop for a stream that didn't feature us. I'm excited to have these things in general, so no hate there. But if it's for this game or a different game, I'd gladly take any other sort of drops.
I'm down to click.
I think
who I am.
Hawat. Go right now. You might be able to still make it. I think we still have the ability to claim the gym code.
Yep. 4:40, and then the stream, of course, ends at 5 o'clock proper.
There you go. Now you got that green mage hand.
Kilted Hudson.
Skin.
Ho, ho, ho. Very nice.
Yeah, I think C&E will be in chat to potentially help you with any backend errors you might be receiving.
Definitely.
So definitely
Fireline,
reach out for them.
Yeah, and Fireline, thank you so much. That's a very nice thing to say. And right below Fireline, you see C&E Games saying, "Hey, send a ticket in game, Doom Daddy." If you're having trouble with the code or the drops, it sounds like they want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm assuming if you're sending that code immediately now, frantically during the stream, they'll see that and be like, "All right, that's probably very true."
Yeah. Obviously, a lot of love for Birdsong as well.
Yeah, Birdsong is a big favorite right now.
Clue says, "Hey, if your drop hasn't shown up, refresh your game." And I see people refreshing and getting it too, so that brings me joy.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Birdsong skin is really cute. I was using Birdsong for quite some time.
You never know, but that's what we like about the challenges is that they sort of break you out of, especially for alignment limitations. They sort of break you out of your optimal formations, which I like in a game like this.
Got the gym, got the hand, having a great day. That's what I like to hear.
Dude, that's a win, Bracken. That is a win. That's what we're looking for. That's the experience we're trying to deliver. And it sounds like an in-game ticket. If you're having a hard time grabbing one of them,
they will help you out. They want you to have the skin too.
Exactly. That's a path that they've been offering there too.
No one wants you to exclusively not have that skin.
Nope.
That's not what we're after.
Rambina wants to know what adventure we're playing.
We are on free play of difficult terrain. I'm just trying to farm some of this, the Tiamat currency. I don't have any of that favor right now. I have very little bit of it because I've been doing Mert variants and whatnot.
Funk, so glad it worked out for you. And of course, I see that Justin has also got what they deserve as well. Yeah, Pratipus, you are not the only one for whom Jim constitutes a stable fixture in their DPS slot.
Can we talk about Mike playing Overwatch with a person named Jim Dark Magic, and then them role playing,
and them not believing it?
They didn't tell me. Do you know the exchange? Do you know how it went?
No,
Tell me.
I haven't
need to
talked to him
know.
about it.
God.
I was there for a really, really weird one. We were there during setup at PAX West. This must have been, gosh, this might have been 8 or 9 years ago. And it was somebody who was there cleaning. And they were like, I recognize you from somewhere. And Mike was like, oh, I'm Gabe from Penny Arcade. And he's like, no, I don't think that's not it. And he's like, well, I'm also Jim Dark Magic and from Acquisitions Incorporated. And they're like, no. And they say, oh, right. You're one of the judges from Strip Search.
That's might be the weirdest one.
That's a deep ass cut.
Is very.
Right?
Have you got recognized as one of the judges from Strip Search?
That's never happened
only,
to me.
Or only when you were wearing that exact getup, which is effectively never.
What my Russian mobster getup with the dog collar?
I didn't say it. Strip Search Season 2 when? Yeah, that's what we get for talking about it.
It sounds like there's a lot of enthusiasm for the Birdsong drop. The truth is, my suspicion is that the last 2 hours have also acted as a very unique opportunity to get feedback on the Twitch drop system.
For sure.
And so,
still early.
Yeah, exactly. My guess is that that's going to be heard by them.
That's a very, without being able to speak for them in any regard, see any, that seems correct.
I don't think it's their intention that you not get it. I'd be surprised. Well, Clues, the truth is, Strip Search 2 has been close multiple times. That's just facts.
It will frustrate you to know how many times it's been close.
Yes, 3.
I was gonna leave that number up to. Thanks.
3 separate times, like with specific numbers
attached.
Specific numbers attached, and also platforms. Yes. Yeah, I was just gonna say, Cabbage. Yeah, no SDCC this time. I mean, we haven't gone for a while, but they shut that one down.
And if you're wondering, chat, to change your familiar skin, it should just be an option once you have an alternate selected. You see now I can press X. If you're not using Gamepad UI, there should just be the arrows that will let you cycle through the various skins. So that should now be unlocked if you have Click Damage from the code and Jim from the drop.
Absolutely. Baron Von Drack, so glad. So glad that you have received the rewards you deserve. That's a big-ass fucking crocodile, son. That's a lot of alligator. That's the interior crocodile alligator. It's right there. Yeah, Adam Aim, for sure. I think that Strip Search is an aspirational tale for many people, and it's genuinely weird, especially in the modern era, just how many of those people I'm still like really, really on good terms with. Right? Jam Man J, glad to be the source of it. Thanks and praise to Cody.
I am happy to give free things out that I did not create.
My great pleasure.
Like it's easy for me to be like, here you go, enjoy this. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, enjoy, feast. But no, Nick and Amy Falcone, obviously we have got, I mean, these are good friends of ours. And, I met them through that crazy show.
A lot of good friends through that show. It's very weird.
Right? It's dumb.
I watched that show in Ohio.
Really?
No, I didn't. I did not. I watched the Penny Arcade in Ohio. I watched that when I lived in Portland and did not expect the people I was rooting for that I would eventually be like, oh, they're going to be like a close friend of yours in the future.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
Well, now it's like I go see Abby. Like I saw Abby at PAX East.
Yeah, she's at PAX East.
And I was like having a conversation with her, and it's like she's got like a publishing deal. She's done multiple color comic, like hardcover books.
I see her stuff reposted
animals.
All the time.
It's fucking insane.
Her stuff gets reposted. I'm like, I think that's Abby.
Yeah, dude. I grab her Junior Scientist Power Hour shit. Yeah. I heap that stuff up on my boy.
Oh,
right?
That's his content, right? Content.
He loves that. He loves it so much, and it's just like I was having a conversation with her at at PAX East, and it was one of those situations where it's like I paused too long in the conversation. Like what she means to me is it's not like cool to talk about in public, right? She is such a fucking powerhouse.
Yeah.
And she was from the jump. Like it was obvious from the jump.
And there were stacked hates from Mike's hate for tangents. Like it didn't seem like it should have played out as it did.
No.
But we're thankful for that.
Indeed. Do you grok? Thank you so much.
Abby has a Kickstarter ending in 14 hours, so shouts out for that.
For what, Hyru? Like when I was talking to her there, she was talking to me about a book that she had a deal already set up for on the back end. And Dr. Cahellet, thank you so much there as well. Dabe, is it even
Rockstar.
possible?
Green. What?
Have we actually been streaming for 2 hours?
We did it. We made it through 2 hours and
How is that possible?
4 Twitch drops, and then a free code.
Dabe, it was a great pleasure.
I love doing it.
Man, I think that this Portal 2 co-op stream is going to be a blast.
I agree. I'm excited.
You know what
for
I
that.
should do?
Cosplay.
I should see. Well, no, I should see
We
if
could
I
be
can
robots.
get a hold of. Well, I know the writer for
Oh,
Portal.
you do know. You have some Portal connections.
I do. Serious connections.
That would be interesting to get some like background information of. while
Wouldn't
we're
that
playing.
be interesting
A commentary
to-
track by a game
Yeah.
dev.
I think it'd be really interesting to see if Eric is too busy. I mean, he's all done with his Alex shit now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I wonder if I could harangue him into popping in for a little bit. He's super, super nice.
That's awesome.
Surprisingly so,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, given how searing and like vicious some of his humor is, like he's really, really cool.
That
But we
game
did
is
it.
a joy
It's 5
to listen
o'clock.
to play.
It's
We
5
did it.
o'clock somehow. Wow. What a treasure.
Yeah. Do you want to wrap things up here, Jerry?
Absolutely. Well, chat, thank you so much for coming and hanging out for a couple hours. I hope that you have enjoyed your tender drops. If not, it sounds like a ticket to, entered right in through the game will get you the customer service you desire.
That you require.
Indeed, that you deserve, frankly. What a great pleasure it's been to spend this time with you. Very, very nice to talk with you also, Dabe.
Hey. I love talking to you.
Legit.
Good to catch up.
Yeah. Now, until next time, precious chat, thanks so much for rolling through. Had a great time. If you liked it, please let Codename know. Obviously, they sponsor the stream. But we are enthusiasts of the game ourselves, and it was our great honor to handle this stream. But of course, lots more streams on this channel to benefit, encourage, enrich, nourish, satisfy all through the week. Don't be a stranger. Come back and see us. Until next time, we'll see you.
Thanks, everybody.